Sometimes I think Endfield reviews can be a little overboard, a little too harsh, but I think this one takes a whole nother level. I'm going to show you an anonymous review of someone who commented about the latest patch over on a private Discord server. I'm going to start off with something that was said before the patch was even released. The framing in that Reddit post is genuinely the most vapid nonsense I've seen from the Endfield sub for quite a while. No concerns about stale gameplay, lack of direction, artistic integrity, literary pestilence, anything of real value or merit. Just too much doom posting, let's be positive. Because wah stop being negative about my IDF goonslop. Which if you're wondering what that is, it's Israel Defense Forces. Why? Beats me. Endfield Industries is the IDF. Only 500 characters this time is kinda cringe. Can't go on a rant about how the Endfield devs are like the IDF. It's really marketing. These endnames they put out were never good. Aping Hoyo again without any of the sauce. I legit just don't see any possible way this game can convince me the idol is anything more than lowest common denominator garbage. It won't push any boundaries, won't challenge anyone's views, it'll just be, oh wow, Endmin, thank you for helping me overcome my self-doubt, you're the best, glop glop glop, thank you Endmin for letting me suck your dick, you're the best. Slop eaters will fight in the trenches with the usual joy and whimsy defense, and they'll all get their IDF medals in due course. Praying for you, you haven't done Rossi's quest. Also, ICL. What's ICL? I'm a boomer. Can someone tell me in the comments? Still feels like it caters to Blue Archive fans, character and personality wise. Gotta be real, I think that's unfair to Blue Archive fans. Very strongly dislike Si. Within 30 seconds of meeting her, you can tell exactly who she's for. Yeah, tsundere, bratty, teenager, but not actually a teenager, that sort of thing. Okay, on to the current patch. I looked around earlier today and I saw almost universal praise for the news story. The bar really is in fucking Gehenna. It's the same Harren slot as Tang Tang's character assassination. The writers won't let characters grow without the admin being involved. Like as far as Harren slot goes, I think the arcane part was competent, but it's still Harren slot. And it still incessantly revolves around the admin, simultaneously failing to attract porn artists while also desperately trying to court the consumers, all while having a CM player base who voted for Rossi as their most sexually desired character. Endfield continues to fumble in ways we didn't even think were possible. Oh, by the way, any thoughts on 1.4's main storyline? Better than previous ones, NWEZ is pretty sick and the OST is expectedly good, but Cool Environment's BGM were already par for the course. I really can't help but notice a lot of the praise the current patch is getting is just because the bar is no longer comically low, whereas it was in hell before. I think the patch can be summed up in one word as decent, but I'm seeing nothing but incessant praise for it, even from people who were very critical of it before, which to me is just more evidence that every gacha gamer is really just after hype moments and aura, no matter how much they might larp as a critic. I think their writing decisions towards the end of the new MSQ were really questionable, as were some throughout the story, actually not gonna lie. Arcane is the most compelling character they've written up so far, and even then, they still couldn't stop themselves from reducing her character growth to Endmin-centered harem slop, even going as far as having her say, but you're carrying so much more Endmin. Woman, we literally have amnesia, no the fuck we are not. Can the writers not put insecure Chinese incel egos at the center of the fucking universe for one goddamn second? Si, Sui Lolly, is the manifestation of asking what if Dusk was from Tel Aviv. Easily the single worst character so far, that has makes me regret crashing out over Rossi, which is an incredible achievement. Factory Update is interesting in theory, but I also can't help but notice a lot of praise from Kuro bots for simplifying the AIC so the blueprints are easier to place. Enough said on that. I think the patch is a 7 out of 10 at best, but the gargantuan mass of seals clapping their bellies at the NWEZ title drop tells me the game is still very much cooked. The problem of the character growth needing Endmin to be around to say some benign bullshit that emotionally stunted losers don't have the neurons to think of like you gave them hope is present in all of the main story character quests. This is my favorite tweet about Electrios. Quote glitter. I just keep thinking about Electrios, man. Suddenly appears, is insanely cool, makes you question so much, leaves you with a sense of tragedy in your victory. Suddenly appears, is insanely cool. Wow! Clapping seals. There's definitely a lot more happening in this private server than just these 2 months. It's been happening since the inception of the game. I'll let you decide as to how you feel towards it. Thanks for watching the video. See you. Bye bye.